In this interesting lecture, we will learn how to read the values into variables using input method. I have already created an empty program with the name inpy.py. So I'm going to write the code. First, let me give some pertinent comment. So I'm writing hash in learning to read values into variables through the keyboard. So as you know, reading the values means inputting the values. So we will be inputting the values through the keyboard, and the values, they should go into a variable. So the first thing I am going to do is name is equal to input, and now what will happen in case of name is equal to input is name is a variable and input is a method. At the time of execution of input, the cursor will start blinking. That means it is asking for some value to be read from the keyboard. User will give a value and subsequently that will go into the variable name. But to make the things clear to the user, we should give a print statement like enter the name of the candidate before this cursor blinking, so that user comes to know what he is supposed to supply. So this is called prompt. So whatever will be inputted, that will go into the variable name written onto the left side of the assignment operator is equal to. So subsequently in the next statement, I have simply printed name is colon within quotes will be printed as it is, and plus concatenation symbol will concatenate, that is join the variable name. So let me execute this program. Okay, so I think there is some problem with the indentation. Okay, so as you know, while working in Python, you shouldn't give space before any programming statement unless it is required. So let me remove the space. Right, okay. So I have re-executed the program. It is asking for the name of the candidate. This enter the name of the candidate is coming from the simple print statement, and then name is Anand Mahajan because value was supplied Anand Mahajan, and this value was given through the input method. So input method is used to read the values, to input the values through the keyboard. Now we will move further, and here I am going to tell you a very important point, that when you people use input method, whatever value you supply, that is taken in the form of a string, right? So in order to make these values work as int, that is integer or float, we are supposed to convert their type. It's very easy. Let me explain it with the help of these coding statements. So I have written enter the first value, var1 is equal to input. So whatever value we will give through the input method, that will go into the variable var1. Subsequently, we have given the statement print enter the second value, and this is the prompt. Enter the second value message will appear. After that, because of input, the cursor will start blinking, and whatever value user supplies, that will go into var2. But both the values into var1 and var2, they will be treated as strings. But what I want to do is I want to add these two numbers, but right now they are not being treated as numbers, but they are being treated as strings. So first let me give the comment, because this is very important when we give a prompt message to the user to make him understand what kind of data he is supposed to give. So like these messages, enter the first value, enter the second value, they help the user a lot regarding what kind of data he is supposed to give. Now I am writing some colon, and after that var3. I am going to execute this program, but you will see that there will be a very strange output because var1 var2 were treated as strings. So I have executed the program. I have given the value, first value 100, second 1000, and as you can see, actually we wanted to add these two numbers, but it is simply concatenating them as two strings. 100 was the first value, 1000 was the second value. They have been simply concatenated like strings. So this is not what we want. So what I will do is I will use int typecasting. This is called typecasting. Int var1, int var2. Now what will happen is var1, var2, they will not be considered strings, they will be considered integers. So I have again re-executed the program. Value is 100 and suppose second value is again 1000 or something. Yeah, now we got the desired result. Both the values, they have not been concatenated, but they have been actually added together because of this plus symbol. So this point is very important, that when we use input, it takes only string. So it takes input takes in the form of a string only. So but this is not a major problem, because you have seen in this example we wanted var1 and var2 to be treated as integers, so we just prefixed them with the name with the keyword int. So they were converted into integers and we got the desired output.